and gentlemen, my name is Sunita Aya and team. Today we are going to talk about evolution of Psychonanthus nightingale, attack as antifungal and in treatment of vulvovaginal candidiasis.
Today, I am going to talk introduction. In the family area Coriaceae, means in Africa and America. The plant is economically and used from these medical properties is the treatment of skin disease. Vulvovaginal candidiasis is significant problem affection 75% of an woman and late one during their lifetime. Candida albicans, the constitutive agent in 85 to 9% of the infection and other factors. Objectives. The first, to evaluate the in vitro anti-candida activity of a metabolic attack. To Synchronous nightingales scraps against different and clinic isolates from infections with vulvovaginal candidiasis. Second, to character the chemical components of synchronous nightingales attack by HPLC analysis. Finally, to evaluate the effect of the intravaginal treatment with a cream containing the attack.
Material and methods. The first of all, I will Candida isolate gold condition and inoculum a reference species of Candida obtaining from American and clinical isolate. Clinical isolate identify species of chromogenic medium and Candida isolate on SDA. For the plant material and adhesion, plant material was dyed in the oven. After the dye, material was powdered and adhesion with hexane, dichromethane, and methanol. Only methanol extract was used in this study. Then the sample was dyed, dissolved in methanol, and analyzed by HPLC. As you see from graph HPLC analysis.
In vitro antifungal activity, the attack was dissolved in 25 methanol and water 2000 mg per liter. Test from 96 real page. MIC defined as minimum inhibit goal of fungi. If regular is cannot inhibit goal of fungi. Next slide. Of Phayao, Candida albicans NCPM 3153 2 microgram with RPML 1000 C140 million and SBS PPA. Fruit anti concentration 125 to 2050 and 500 milligram per liter. Incubated at 57 degrees Celsius for 12 and 24 hours. Observation of C. albicans fiber by light microscope. Next slide. This is the result to inhibitory effect of F19 on C. albicans of Phayao. The Phayao of C. albicans formation after 12 and 24 hours of development incubator. After the episode to different concentration of the reactant or NBT positive control.
To see MTT and LDH solubility assay. The first step, human epithelial cell line, HeLa cell culture in 96 well microliter plate. Then MTT solution was added to each flow at a final concentration and the plate were incubated. After that incubation, the MSO was added to each flow to dissolve the formaldehyde and absorbent. The final are liquid of HeLa cell, culture in presence of extract. As you for the figure, MTT and LDH, which luteolin is positive control. MTT assay is visibility of the cell at the end of the test found that our concentration show attention sign of survival rate luteolin and LDH assay, you found this testing damage, which concentration were found to be less luteolin.
Assay. The effect of that X and the attack of cyclonanthus test for induction of red blood cell lysis. The first, there is being red blood cell from healthy humans and came to coagulation of blood. And then what red blood cell with PBH and centrifugation. After that, added 1% total X and incubated. And next, centrifuge red blood cell again. The results show this graph hemolytic activity of the attack of Cyclonanthus nigrans and Dragon X. On the one hand, as you can see, all the concentration of Dragon X induce 95% of red blood cell lysis. On the other hand, at low concentration of the attack of Cyclonanthus nigrans induce no red blood cell lysis.
Experimental VVC. The rats were divided into two groups lead. With Group 1 inject cyclophosphamide and Group 2 inject estradiol, then infect Candida albicans 0.1 ml. After that, on day 2, day 6, and day 10, tested use 0.1 ml PBS was vaginal and deformed by CFU assay on DSA. And at day 10, vaginal section was staining with hematocillin, eosin, and periodic acid chip. Then we try by light microscopy for observed tissue structure. Next slide. Therapeutic treatment. The rats were divided into 7 groups lead, with Group 1 non-infect control, Group 2 infect control. As of Group 3 to Group 7 infect Candida albicans but treat different. With Group 3 treat with MC6 cream. Group 4 treat with cream 0.5% of attack. Group 5 treat with cream 1% of attack. Group 6 treat with cream 2% of attack. And finally, Group 7 treat with cream base. After that, the treat rats were monitored by means of emerging the CFU per milliliter in vaginal fluid on day 2, day 6, and day 10 of treatment. And day 10, the rats were euthanized and cut tissue of histology study. Then data were expressed as mean differential between statistical methods group. The result, number of infected animals, and quantification of fungal burden for animals treated with vaginal cream containing different concentration of metabolic attack of scarlet of Cyclonanthus nigrans and their respective controls on the slideshow. The result effect of vaginal cream containing extract of Cyclonanthus nigrans on VVC on the slideshow.
Conclusion and discussion.
The first, metabolic attack of scraps from Cyclonanthus nigrans is a natural product with antifungal. Second, the attack of Cyclonanthus nigrans is able to inhibit of fungal host effect on human cells. Finally, Cyclonanthus nigrans represents a potential source of antimicrobial compounds in the treatment of vulvovaginal candidiasis.